What is up, man? Hope you're doing well. Week 18's in the books. We are like 7 weeks out, so it is crunch time, man. Crunch time. Feeling good. I know, like last video, I was exhausted, not getting very much sleep, but sleep was better over the past week. Of course, knock on wood, it was not great last night. So my wife's actually dealing with, on top of being pregnant, dealing with a pinched nerve in her neck. It's like up here, upper trap, I guess, neck area. And she just started to go see a chiropractor for it. Some like really, really good chiropractic care place that does acupuncture, chiropractic care, massage, kind of the whole 9 yards there. What the crap? Sorry. Just curious, kind of wanted to ask you if you had any experience with pinched nerves with yourself or in your clients, and anything that any recommendations you might have for that. She doesn't lift, she doesn't train or do really anything like that. She does do yoga, which does seem to help. Yoga around the upper back and the neck area. I just kind of told her, I'm like, it's kind of like anything. You just got to be, if you find something that works, you got to be consistent with it. And you got to stay away from pain as much as you can. Let that thing heal. And then once it is good, you can't stop doing what works. Like I know, because she got it feeling good with like the yoga and stuff. And then she stopped it. And then it flared up again. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to do it as much, but you probably should keep up once or twice a week doing that yoga to keep everything loose, because she gets all tensed up and stuff. On top of being pregnant, so that's fantastic. So I don't know. All right, let's get to lifting. 375. Oh, there were 2 SBD days on this week. Week 18, 375 by 3 high bar squat. Easy, a little heavy, but easy. 230 by 3 board press. Easy, no pain. And then 470 for 4 deficit deadlifts. I was freaking exhausted. Like I said, I was not getting very good sleep around that time. I did like one back off set and I called it quits. I was dying. Weight move, okay. Then no tempo bench. Moving on to Saturday's session. Had to wake up pretty early on this day. So again, I was pretty tired. Woke up at 6 a.m., went down to the basement, hit a 435 squat that moved decent. And a 250 bench that moved decent. Ran out of time, had to go help my wife's mom move. That took 6 hours. And then I deadlifted on Sunday. My SI joint was screaming, obviously, because that was the only thing that actually hurt from moving was my SI joint. Moving things in awkward positions and stuff like that kind of flared that up. So 550 moved okay. It moved like my SI joint hurt, which so wasn't very explosive, but I think it moved fine. I think I'm good for a way faster 550 if my SI joint's feeling better. I will say, and I wrote this on my sheet, so what do you think about this? So I'm gonna kind of leave it up to how I feel on the day, but I might start deadlifting on Sundays. So instead of SBDing on Saturday. And the only reason I say that is because usually when I comp squat and comp deadlift on the same day, on the Saturday, my glute gets freaking fried. Now I do have 2 days to recover, so usually by the following Tuesday I'm okay, fine. But man, it did on my glute. It felt I don't think I had to roll out between a single set on that Sunday's deadlift or that Saturday's squat. And usually if I do the low bar squat and the comp deadlift on the same day, usually by the time I get to comp deadlift, I'm rolling out my glute almost between every single set to try and get it to calm down. So might be something I kind of play with. I don't think it would really hurt programming at all. Obviously, the Saturday before meet week, I would squat, bench, and deadlift no matter what, because I'll have to lift Monday and Wednesday of the meet, and I wouldn't want to lift Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But other than that, I think I could probably deadlift on Sunday. I mean, I don't see any reason why I couldn't, and if that allows me to have a healthier glute, that is probably the most important thing at this time, but let me know your thoughts on that. Did want to mention too, a little bit of an adductor issue, like nothing at all very serious, but it is like, as once I get to like the second and third back off set of every last few squat sessions, it's like really been bugging me. Like I high bar, so I low bar squatted last Saturday, week 18, that 435 day, skipped my third set because my adductor was like not happy. And then this past yesterday, when I high bar squatted, having the lighter loads, so doing a top set of 5 and then the dropping this back offs from 75% to 70% helped a ton. Cannot stress how much that helped. That was amazing. But I think I mentioned in my notes for yesterday that like the back offsets kind of felt like a 6.5, and I kind of maybe want to like have them be a 6.5 just because of how my adductor's been feeling. My adductor did not feel great either yesterday, but the fact that like the back offsets were so much lighter and I kept them in that kind of 6-ish RPE range, I got to do all of the sets without it like really getting pissed off. But it was pretty pissy though at the same time after I was done with them. So something to just keep an eye on. I don't know what I did, but probably just pushed it a little bit too hard on one given session and kind of strained it a bit. I have been doing Copenhagen planks though and all that stuff. So yeah, that's just kind of something to monitor. Nothing too bad right now. I'm just kind of trying to play it safe. So yeah. As far as my glute goes, it's been fine. Shoulder goes, I had zero pain low bar squatting on Saturday in my shoulder. So I did something that I hadn't done in a very, 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 very long time. I watched a video. Brendan Teets, I don't know if you guys know his name, but he's a powerlifter, does YouTube videos. He talked about how he has a full grip around the bar. And I don't know if you've ever mentioned this. I don't even know if you, because I barely ever film from the front. So I don't know if you know that I even have I have a false grip, And what the false grip allows me to do is crank my elbows more underneath, which makes me feel stronger, right? I feel stronger with my elbows more underneath, but it's like a false, like external rotation because when you don't have your thumbs around the bar, you can kind of crank your elbows more underneath. Anyways, he had this whole video about how he switched back to a full grip and how much better it feels and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'll give it a shot, see if it actually feels better for me, because he talked about how the bar kind of rolled up his back when he didn't have a full grip. And that's what happened to me with the last meet. With that 496, the bar rolled up my back. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And when you watch the bar, that kind of does roll a bit. So I gave it a shot and actually had zero shoulder pain. And it felt really good. So I apologize if you've ever told me to do a thumbs around grip. However, if you have in the past, I might have done it and I might have had shoulder pain, because I know I switched from a thumbs around grip to a false grip because of shoulder pain. It felt better. But then I think once I started cranking my elbows underneath, it would kind of flare up my shoulder. I don't know. It's a constant battle. Like the way I really want to squat, like a super narrow grip with my elbows super underneath, doesn't feel very good on my shoulder, but I feel so much freaking stronger in the squat when I do it. So I kind of pick and choose my battles. I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this, but like for my top set of squats, I have my grip way closer in and really try and crank those elbows underneath. And then on my back off sets, I actually widen out my grip. Because if I do a close grip for my top set and all my back offs, it really flares up my shoulder. But if I just pick and choose my spots, like just do it on my top set, I can usually get by. So anyways, all that being said, I had a thumbs around grip on this past Saturday on low bar squats, and it didn't hurt my shoulders, which I was really surprised about. And I really felt like I had a better shelf, was able to squeeze the bar a lot harder. I just felt a lot more in control, I guess. So I'm going to try and keep doing that going forward and hopefully have no shoulder pain, which would be miraculous. I will say, though, yesterday that my shoulder did hurt doing board press for some weird reason. It usually doesn't, so maybe that was a weird thing. I will say we have been doing triples in the past. That was the first time we did fives. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I'll keep you updated on that. My shoulder did hurt more than it usually does on board press, which is really random because it usually never hurts on board press. But I am still doing the secret sauce, the dumbbell rolling of the bicep tendon. But I'm also trying to do like more hammer curls with like a tempo and just yeah, that seems to also get some blood into kind of this area up here without like really stressing it. So those do seem to kind of help too. When I talk about deload week next week, just as a reminder, what we talked about like last video of, so deload week next week and maybe deloading the absolute intensity along with the total volume. So taking out a set and also deloading absolute intensity. I think that'd be huge because after next week, which is a deload week, I think I only have like one deload week left after that. So we're getting kind of down to crunch time, I guess, on that. Well, I guess I think how it falls, it's something weird. It's something weird where like my next deload week after next week falls on the week before the meet. So we'll have to see how we want to play that out. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, you showed me that John Bisignano. I don't know what his name is, but he lifts a 22nd Street barbell, and you asked me why I don't lift there. I don't have a good excuse. Yeah, 22nd Street barbell is like the powerlifting gym in Des Moines. I've never lifted there before. Isn't that crazy? I know, that's wild. I just never had any interest in it, I guess. I don't have any friends there. Kind of an independent person lifter, you know. I kind of like lifting by myself. I do like lifting with my buddy at his home gym, but like, I don't know. I'm a pretty quiet, shy guy that kind of keeps to himself. So I don't know. I do just fine by myself. Maybe someday I'll go lift there, but that's pretty cool that he's lifting my same meet. He'll have to let me know what weight class he's in. Hopefully he's not in the 205 class because he'd probably smoke me. So yeah, we'll see. But I'll have to look out for his name and talk to him though at the meet. That's pretty sweet, man. Oh, by the way, your spreadsheet showed me looks freaking sick. I was gonna say, like, feel free to guinea pig it on me after this meet, because I'm not gonna do a meet anytime soon after January with the baby coming in April. So feel free to guinea pig me in that spreadsheet. You would ask me about, like, Bryce wanted to be able to just have values in a sheet rather than equations everywhere for archiving purposes so that the sheet doesn't get super bogged down. And like you said, that's the only way that I know how to do it is to copy. So I think what you would want to do is you would want to copy, do a paste special on values, but then you might need to do a paste special then on formatting too, because the formatting might get effed up after you paste values. I don't know. So if the copy paste values looks all effed up, then also paste formatting, and then you should be good. You should have no formulas, and it should be the same formatting with just values. So that should work. But yeah, you that's pretty much what you said too. So I didn't have any other recommendations. Other than that, all right, man. Week 19 is in the books, or not.